Hey, okay, so I thought I'd throw out a couple, it'll be in two parts, a couple quick videos and sorry, I haven't been around much. There's a lot going on, but it's starting to calm down, so I think this month everything should be on track, good. But what I want to do is just kind of pull a card for each sign about what they kind of need to clean up, this year, because we're creeping onto the new year. And with all the retrogrades and things like that, I'm sure a whole lot of us have a whole slew of stuff that just kind of popped up, from the past, or things that need attention to, things like that. So my intent is to pull a card for each sign in this general read that may reflect some of the things, that you need to take care of, before we need to take care of, before the new year starts, kind of wrap it up kind of thing, so that we can have like a clean slate, at the beginning of the year. So, all right, so I'm going to get started with Aries. Okay, Aries, let's see what's going on for you guys out there. Aries, give me this general, but make it as specific as possible for Aries out there. What do they need to kind of karmically clean up by the end of this year? Okay, here we go. Okay, so Aries. All right, balance. All right, so you have the card of Temperance. Okay, it means a couple things. Temperance can mean patience, being patient with perhaps a significant other or a situation of some sort. It also is about bringing balance to a situation. So, which probably by patience is probably the medium to get there. So Temperance is, let's see if there's anything else here. I think it's Sagittarius, the card for Sagittarius, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it is. So possibly, it could have something to do with the Sagittarius in your life. Now, I will say at the bottom of the deck, you have the card of Fear, all right? It's the Five of Swords, but in this deck, it is called Fear. So we also have the sign of Aquarius on that card. So possibly Aquarius, Sagittarius, doesn't matter. It's the traits that we're looking for here. So, I think, I'm trying to remember who it was. I think it was Krishnamurti. I'm not a huge fan, but I did early on in my metaphysical studies and stuff. I read some of his books, and I liked a lot of things that he was about, and some things I wasn't too thrilled. But one of the most brilliant things I ever read from him was that fear is the root of all evil. People say money and this and that, and it's fear, because that's where it all stems from. So, just fear does absolutely nothing. Okay, I mean, it's there for a reason because we're in this world of duality, but it does absolutely nothing. So, it's definitely required patience here, balance. Don't be scared, just kind of bring things as the best you can into balance. Okay, so let's see, Aries. So Taurus, let's see what Taurus needs to take care of this year. Taurus, messages for Taurus. What is it that they need to really finish up this year? Taurus, types of karmic to fix up this year before the new year begins. Taurus. Oh, okay. Okay, so Taurus, you have Mother Fire, okay? So that is the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands, this could be a person in your life. This could be you. It's a very general card, but I can give you some of the attributes so that, you can see, if it stems. So one of the things is, the first thing that sticks out to me is that rather than being an actual person, that it's the actual energy that the card represents. Because at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Swords, which says the way of the cross. Okay, so, that the Ten of Swords is many times like an ending of some sort, or something that needs to end, but it's almost like a martyr type card, where we just kind of keep burdening ourselves, not burdening, but keep holding on to this it's martyr, like a martyr card. You know, I don't know how else to explain it necessarily. And you guys are smart. You get it? Okay. So, Mother Fire is about taking action. All right. She's not. She's very creative in her skill set. Okay. So, and sometimes actually creative as in creativity, but she's also, you know, if you're not the creative type person artistically or something like that, she's very creative in her solutions. So this card also is very interesting that if you notice, you know, she's coming out of a pod, all right? And she's a little probably intimidated by the lion here, but she's coming out, you know? So I think it's about, in this instance, what isn't good for you, you know, it's not good for you, you know, and you're not winning any bonus points, you know, by fooling yourself, by being in something that needs to be done with, whether that be a relationship or what, you know, any type of relationship. It doesn't have to be a love relationship, whatever it is. Maybe it's a working, you know, a job, you know, it can be anything. But Mother Fire is, she doesn't, you know, she takes no prisoners. She's not ruthless or anything like that, but she's a queen, you know, so she takes control. And she, like I said, she does it creatively. She thinks of creative solutions. And she will come out of that pod. She's going to like just walk right over that lion. So, you know, and if you're dealing with a Leo, you know, even more so. Okay, so let's see. Taurus. Let's see. Oh my God, I never know my signs. Is it Cancer? Let's see. Aries, Taurus, oh my God. Yeah, Gemini. Okay. Gemini. What is Gemini saying up here? Gemini's. Before the new year ends, what is it that Geminis need to pay attention to, please? Geminis. Is it the Geminis? Oh, okay, we're almost there. There we go. Oh, wow. That is crazy. I just pulled the same card for Taurus, which is right before you, but you just saw me shuffle. And I even took the cards from the middle of the deck and split them on either side. So this is definitely a message for you as well. So you can just rewatch Taurus. No, I'm just kidding. No, it is a little different for you because you have actually two queens in this read. You have another one at the bottom. Okay, so Geminis. So Mother Fire, again, in this instance, I think it is a little different than Taurus's. I don't think this is so much about creative solutions and so forth. I think this is actually two people. So I think these are two people that probably mean something to you and need to be dealt with. I'm going to pull an actually clarifying card on this because it is two queens and I don't really know, you know, since it is a general read, these could be people, this could be situations, I'm not really sure. So Mother Fire, she is the Queen of Wands in the regular tarot, and we have Mother Water at the bottom of the deck, which is the Queen of Cups. So water signs, fire signs, possibly. All right, so let's see what the message is about Mother Fire for Gemini. Okay, walking away. All right. So with the Eight of Cups, I'm sorry, Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is this makes perfect sense with the Mother Water card down at the bottom. So cups are like about our emotions and things like that, emotional issues. So this is probably about, there could be someone in your life that you need to really make sure that you have stated your piece, you have tried everything you can, you have emotionally espoused, you know, everything you need to do in order to sort of be okay with what you have done and walk away. That way there's no karmic retributions. So in other words, this is about tidying up everything that you have to deal with this person, whoever this is to you, Mother Fire, and being able to turn your back and walk away towards something better, knowing that you did everything that you could. You communicated as well as you could. You communicated your emotions, as well as you could. You told the truth, all of those types of things, and walk away. You're probably heading towards, this could be, it could be a female's reading if you're involved with another female, or it could be a male reading who is involved possibly with two women. Could be lots of things. But this could be a mother, literally, but it seems like you're heading towards the Mother of Cups, okay? So the Queen of Cups. The only thing on that one is I would suggest not immediately doing that, all right, if that's the case. If you are, if this is two women or something like that, take your time. The Hanged Man is here. So, go ahead and move towards that person. That's fine, but not in a rushed kind of way. You do have the Karma card here after that. So, but in this sense, it's a balanced karma, okay? So that would be the advice for this one. Other things I could say, let's see, it's possible too, there's the other thing that this could be is it's possible that if you're a female watching this, that you need to sort of break free of expressing yourself in heated ways, okay? So, and you need to sort of gain a little bit more control over your calmer emotional demeanor, all right? So that people can really respond to what you have to say, like emotionally, all right? Rather than very creative, heated ways of saying things, So that could be the other message here, and who knows, maybe neither of those, resonate, but that's kind of what I'm getting from this. The other thing I wanted to say too is the Fool card was at the bottom of the deck when I pulled this clarifying card. So I feel like from this really seems like two people to me. That's really what the message seems to be. It just seems like as soon as you can kind of wrap things up with this person and know that you've put everything into it and just kind of walk away, and maybe you already have put everything into it. That's kind of what I'm suspecting with this too, that you don't need to keep doing, you probably already have done everything you can for this situation. But now it's time to emotionally accept that and walk away. And from that, then you have a new kind of clean slate, new beginning, which is exactly what this reading is about. So, okay, so that's for Gemini. Okay, Cancers. Whoa. Okay, Cancers. I'm not going to go with this card because it did fly out though, but it is the card of, I'm going to talk about it just for a second. It is the card of Ace of Cups, okay? So Ace of Cups, and it says open channel on here. So for some of you watching this, that's why I say I don't think it's going to be the full message, but for some of you, that could be the message, is to create an open channel. If you're looking for love in your life, or if there's somebody that you're very interested in right now and you're connected to, but you're like a little bit scared because, things haven't been good for you before in relationships, now's the time to drop that and kind of have the open channel of communication for yourself and for the other person, so that you can let that kind of energy in. All right, but let's see what the other messages might be for Cancer. Sign of Cancer. What does Cancer need to know? Clean up kind of karmically from now towards the end of the year. Before the new year starts, what does Cancer need to know? Before the new year starts, we need to clean up for Cancer. What does Cancer need? Okay, two more. Okay, one. Here we go. There it is. Okay. So, Cancer, you have the Nine of Swords. All right. So, wow. All right. Ooh, interesting. Okay. So, the Nine of Swords is, in this card, it is called the Screen. Okay. So typically I think, it's called the Screen because it's like a barrier, to where we need to go. All right. Nine of Swords is like a mental heavy anxiety, up at night, worried about things. But it's a very common card. But in this case, I'm not going to go the common route, because this is the card that we pulled of things that need to stop, you know, before the new year starts. So I mean, it's in its simplicity, it is stop worrying so much. All right. But obviously there's, you know, more to that than meets the eye. You know, we're all in different situations. So, you know, that's probably, you know, no one wants to hear, well, stop worrying. You know, that doesn't seem to work. So, but the screen it's a screen that we put up, you know, and especially, you know, Cancers, you know, you guys, you just want to do it all, you know, and I think that's amazing. You know, you're kind of, you know, near the middle of the zodiac, and you kind of take on all these different elements from all the other signs. And, you know, I think more than any sign, it's like Cancer seems to want to take everything on. That's just what I notice about, you know, the one thing. I'm Cancer rising, so I can kind of attune, you know, in tune to some of that. But this is about not doing that so much. Okay, you can't take everything on. That's not life, you know, that's not living at all. And the thing is, you know, and especially now, you know, I mean, I'm getting that age, I'm starting to see stuff with my parents and things like that. Life really is short, man, you know, and it's like, to have all of this weight on you all of the time is just so daunting and just so heavy, you know. So you have to let some of that go, you know, and you can't keep putting up a screen like everything's fantastic, you know, and not reach out to others, or, you know, speak with others and kind of let them know that sometimes everything isn't fantastic and you have too much on your plate and you need to give some away. You know, that's just, you know, everybody else can do it. Why can't you? You know, and that's the thing, you know, you can. You know, Cancers are brilliant. They are some of the most intelligent people I've known, in not just wisdom and intelligence, but in emotional intelligence as well. So, you know, it's time to, you know, harness that and let go of some of these things. You have at the bottom of the deck, you have the 5 of Fire. All right, so that's the 5 of Wands, and it's called in this deck the Struggle. All right, so some of this may be religious related also, because to me, when I look at this card, it's extremely, you know, it gives me the religious vibe. Well, and plus it looks like the Star of David a little bit there too. But again, to me, just like one of the other ones in the deck we have here, this is a little bit of a martyr card. Okay. So and that kind of goes in with what I'm saying, taking on too much, pretending everything's okay, taking on more, you know, when your plate's already way too full, you know, and it's a struggle within you that, you know, you can't win that battle, you know, and you guys like to win, right? Okay. You know, so pick the winning side, you know. Now at the bottom of this, you have the 1 of Wind, which is the Ace of Wands, and then you have the 2 of Cups. Okay, so I feel like a lot of this is perhaps a love issue of some sort. So these 2 cards have nothing to do with love. All right, nothing. They have everything to do with anxiety, fear, struggle, you know, imprisoning, you know, self-imprisonment of the mind, of yourself, of your heart, you know, all of those things. There's nothing positive going on with these cards. The only thing positive with these cards are that, you know, we have to have a negative in order to have a positive. So you got to, you know, kind of bury through this to get to this. This is love. This is a connection. All right. This is the start of something new and a strong connection. So that's where you need to go. You know, that's where you need to lean to, you know, ditch all the worry, the anxiety, the fear, the struggle. If you're in a marriage, for instance, that just sucks and it's not going anywhere, and you're in it just because you're in it, and you know, and you feel in your heart there's something else out there better for you, there is, you know, simple as that. That's what I'm talking about. Life is too short for this. You know, that's, you know, that needs to be wrapped up. Okay. All right. So let's see. Oh, this deck. All right. So next is Cancer. June, July, August, Leo. All right. Leo. Leos. What do Leos need to wrap up before the year ends? Leos. Leos. Did Leos need to look at, take care of, that sort of thing, clean up before the new year starts? Leos, please. Okay. Okay, Leos. Oh, one more. All right. There it is. Okay, Leos, courage. Well, that's a good card for Leos. All right, that shouldn't be too difficult. All right, courage, lions. I don't know. That seems to make sense. Okay, so courage card is the 7 of Wands in typical tarot. On this one, I don't get too much from the imagery, quite frankly, but I do feel that this has to do with money. I don't think this is a relationship thing. I mean, it could be, you know, because the thing is we have Mother Earth here at the bottom of the deck. Mother Earth is very strong. You know, she's very... she makes, like, you know, a fantastic wife, a fantastic mother. She's just very grounded, you know, and very, she's the kind of woman that you want to go to for advice and in all ways, not just like grounded type advice, but also emotional advice and creative advice, like all kinds. She's just, you know, that type of woman. So with this 7 of Wands, I feel like with the word courage, this also reminds me of, every time this reminds me of Google. Okay. I guess, you know, it's the colors, but there's a reason why that reminds us of Google and those colors, because those colors actually go back into it. It's a very, very long story, but it's all about the duality of things and, you know, just how, like, all of life is dual. You know, we have summer, you know, these are the seasons, you know, we have summer, winter, spring, and fall. And it's about balancing those types of things, but it's also about, and not balancing the seasons, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little, it's about like just balancing all types of energies within yourself to become, you know, this, all right? She is successful. She is strong. She is all of those things. And you need the courage, you know, to move forward to do this. I really feel like this has something to do with a work-related thing, like some sort of job or something like that. I'm going to clarify it just in case, but I'm really feeling that that is the case with this. And it's possible, let's see. Oh, wow. And the sign of Leo is on that card. How cool is that? I don't know if you can see, it's really tiny. It's in the green section right there at the last little square. I don't know if you can see it, but that's very cool. All right, so courage. Yeah, and we have the sun bursting up there from the bottom with the pyramid and the diamond. And, you know, this diamond shape can be put into a different dimension, you know, like, I mean, it's a pyramid, really, if you want to look at it technically and get all metaphysical, but let's take a look at 7 of Fire. Yeah, I know some of you do. Ace of Swords. Wow, and you know what? I saw the Ace of Swords earlier when I was doing the cards. All right, Magician and the Sun, and look at that, the Queen of Pentacles. And that is who is here at the bottom of the deck. They're the same card, just a different deck. All right, so yeah, this is awesome. So you know, this is about work most likely, you know, but whatever it means to you, you know, it's having courage to do something. All right, this could be a person. Maybe this is courage to connect with this person. Maybe this is a person that you admire that is very you know, grounded or would make a great wife, or, you know, all those types of things. That could be too, you know, I mean, it doesn't have to be you, you know, but I feel like this is your energy. Like, this is what you need to connect with. And with the Ace of Swords, this is all about the crowning glory of truth and victory. All right. And, you know, then we have the Magician and the Sun at the bottom of the deck. You know, this is about manifesting your happiness. And this is the card for Leo. I mean, this couldn't be any more direct. And with the Queen of Pentacles that followed right after that. And we have the Queen of Cups also. But, so, you know, it's just, you know, have the courage, whatever this is, you know, to break out, start this business, do whatever, try to go, if you're in a job and you've been at it for a while and you feel like you could be doing a little bit more, or that you're qualified to maybe become in a leadership role, have the courage to, you know, ask your company or talk to your company about different roles. You know, that's what this could be too. You moving into like a queen mode where you're the delegator, you know, that sort of thing. It can be a million things, but you probably know in your personal life what this is referring to. This could be a person, it could be a love interest, it could be whatever, but you have fantastic cards once you have that courage. Okay. All right. So awesome. Let's see. So Leo, Leo. Also too, I want to remind you that this is stuff to wrap up before the new year starts. So this is courage, you know, having the courage to do this stuff. All right. So, all right, next, Leo is a August, Virgo. Yeah. Virgo. Virgos. Virgo. All right, let's see what Virgo has to take a look at here before the end of the year. Virgos, please, out there watching this. Virgos, what do they need to clean up and karmically before this new year gets started here for Virgos? Virgos, please. Okay. Okay, wow, Virgos, the mountain. Okay, 8 of coins. So it's not as intimidating as it sounds, all right, but a little bit. You know, I mean, it's called the mountain for a reason, because it does. It feels like a mountain. It feels like you're climbing and 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 climbing. So, you know, the mountain, though, is for a purpose. It's to get to the top. And the thing is, if anybody, you know, has the ability to, oh, wow, and your sign is on there. Yeah, your sign is, wow, that's awesome. Okay, that's very interesting. So you may be dealing with a Leo, too, because there's the sun. I don't know if you can see those symbols. They're right underneath this middle star, right? So that they're right in here. I'll hold it up. But there is a symbol for the sun and for the sign of Leo. And also you have at the bottom of the deck the same card Leo had in their read. So if you're dealing with a Leo, you know, absolutely check that out. So, and it's interesting, we have coins again, which Leo did as well. But again, we'll just stick with Virgo because we're talking about Virgo. But this is about like working and working, like I said, trying to, you know, reach that pinnacle. All right, so there's a couple things to caution, you know, here about. I mean, I think it's a really good thing to always, you know, have goals and set goals and things like that. But then it's a fine line, because you also don't want to live life where you are always looking to get to this point. You know what I mean? It's like I tend to do that a lot, and I catch myself and I'm like, stop doing that, you know, because it's like I'm one of those people that tend to think, well, you know, I'm here now, but okay, well, next month though, you know, I can get there, or, you know, but there may not be a next month, you know, so, you know, it's about, you know, kind of like living in the now, you know, good Tolle stuff, whatever. But, you know, so there is that fine line, but I still think it's a good idea to have goals and to try to achieve things as we look to toward the future. And that's what this is about, working hard. Okay. Working well, though, not just working hard, like physically exhausting yourself. It's not that kind. It's like the working smart kind of working, doing things that you are good at, utilizing the creativity and the skill that you have, and keep going, because it will reach, you know, some sort of pinnacle, you know, for you. It's a positive card. All right. It just seems like there's a lot before you, but the thing is, you're chipping away, 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 chipping away, you know, and, you know, before, and look how it gets narrower and narrower. So, you know, down here you had 4 things. Then here you had 3 things. Now, you know, the next, you know, one that would make sense would be 2, and so forth. You know, so it narrows as, even though it's slow climbing, the tasks narrow as you go up. So I'm sorry, I hope I'm not losing anyone, but, you know, it's just, what I'm saying is that it seems like a mountain of work, but you're chipping away at it and you're doing really well. All right. So keep going. Also too, you know, I always see like the phoenix at the top of this. So that's very cool, you know, and it's like the dawning of a new day, you know, phoenix rises from the ashes. And, you know, you start down here, you start at the ashes, but you know, you become the phoenix, you're rising into something like really good. So whatever you're working on, whether it be like some sort of side work project, or maybe perhaps a relationship, maybe it's a relationship you're working on, and you're just putting a lot of effort into it. Keep going. It seems to be doing well, as long as it's serving you well. I mean, obviously this is a general read. Again, Leo may be prevalent. And, you know, it's going to pay off. So just keep doing what you're doing. You don't have too much advice that you need to clean up, you know, before the new year. Just keep doing what you're doing and have the courage to do it. And underneath that, you have the 3 of light. I'm sorry, the birth of light, which is a 3 of fire, 3 of wands. So, you know, that it could be about, I would say 3 months when you might start seeing this really pay off. All right. And it could be sooner than that, but we have Father Fire at the and the Magician. I'm just showing these because I know somebody's watching that would be interested in that. So, okay. So anyway, all right, Leo. No, Leo, Virgo. All right. Okay, let's see. Should I go to Libra and then start at Scorpio, or should I? I'm going to leave off here and then I'll do Libra through the other ones in the second set of this video. So, all right. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope it was of some help. And I will be around very quickly for the new December videos. I just ordered like a little light kit and stuff and a little tripod. So I'm going to try like filming from some different angles and things like that. It's just like a little thing, and I don't know, maybe it'll help kind of so we can see the cards and things like that too. So, all right, I'll talk to you guys soon, and let me know if you enjoyed it and all those good things. All right, bye.